Hello, everyone. Come on in. Hey, Harlem. Welcome, welcome. We won't be too long because I gotta, of course, be with fam, but we got a little bit of time. So I wanted to stop by and do a little live on New Year's Eve, and continue our conversation from today and talk about some other stuff, that's going on. So we'll of course give people time to get in and get the notification that we are actually live. Hello, everybody. As you come in, hit the like button. It's a free way to support the channel. I appreciate everybody that has been rocking with us all year long. The channel has grown. We've been taking baby steps, but we are getting there. We started when I picked back up, I was at like 7.9K. We are actually at what 9.8K and counting. So we almost at 10,000. We almost there. Always something going on. I was listening to Marab and Raleigh today, and he was like it's so much content. Nobody can complain about not having content. It's so much going on. And so we here for it. We gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna share my stuff out here really quick. Let me see. Let me get over there. I'm not gonna back out of this tonight. I'm gonna just we're gonna stay right here. People will come and go or whatever as we're here, but I'm just gonna stay here so that people can come up more than one if people choose to do so. The opportunity is there. All right. Man, I think I'm confused. So Harlem, or maybe I can find it. Harlem, would I be correct in saying that the chef has not, we don't know her name yet? Or we do know her name. She's not a Jane Doe, right? I'm trying to find her name because the what you sent me is a different person, right? Yeah, okay. I didn't think so. I didn't think we knew her name. I was trying to find out. But what I got in the email is different and prior. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's just go ahead and get started because we don't have too much time. It's gonna be New Year in New York here shortly. So we gotta let y'all get back to y'all's family, do whatever. Yeah, so that's the ex-girlfriend. Okay, got that. So I think we're on the same page now. All right, y'all. So welcome back to Black Link Mag Media. Again, I can't thank y'all enough for rocking with me. Harlem, I remember when I came back onto YouTube, I was just really doing shorts, and then it was just me and you for a long time. Then it was me, you. I think maybe me, you, and Montana. I can't remember. And then people just started coming again. So I'm so thankful and so appreciative that you guys come and just chill with me and we interact and we have kind of built a rapport. Of course, Harlem, we've been rocking since way back on my R. Kelly days. And so I am thankful for you. And I mean that. And I hope and I wish everybody to have, and I'll say this again, a wonderful, blessed holiday, new year as you bring it in, and everything that you ever want to do different, better, that you do that thing. All right. So enough of that. So I want to just jump into I want to get back to Myla Adams. You know what? That's why I thought it was the same person. Myla Mulan. Mulan is the ex-girlfriend. So let's get into it. Just a recap. So basically, you guys, what we're going to talk about, and we're going to get into Tyler Perry just a little bit too, and the text messages, but I'm still on this Stefan Diggs thing. We still talking about it. We had a really good conversation today, this afternoon. And so I just wanted to continue the conversation. Harlem, the link is in the chat. If you want to come up here and talk, you haven't been up here in so long. But anyway, let's just do a recap. Charges of felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault are being pressed against New England Patriots wide receiver Stefan Diggs by his former private chef, stemming from an alleged incident in December 2025 involving a pay dispute, with Diggs denying the claims and his attorney calling them unsubstantiated. The Massachusetts court has scheduled Diggs' arraignment for January the 23rd, so we will be keeping our eyes open for January 23rd. Details of the allegation. So the accuser is a private chef who worked for Diggs, which is Myla Adams. And not only did she work for him, but she stayed on the property in the home with him, I guess, while she was working. I just think there's more to that than that. But anyway, her job was to be his private chef. Now, Montana made it. Hey, Montana. So the alleged incident, we talked about that. So the financial dispute is the allegations arose from an unresolved financial dispute over the chef's payment, with Diggs' assistant reportedly asking her to sign an NDA for payment. Now listen, all the understanding that I have, the link is in the chat, y'all. The understanding that I have is that in order for her to get paid, Stefan has to sign off on it for her to get paid. Well, he was not willing to sign off on her payments. First, he was telling her, too bad, so sad. You got paid, whatever. But what we're finding out allegedly is that is not a freaking walk-in shower. Anyway, what he needed, she was telling him he needed to do is he needed to sign the actual to sign off on the payment so that she could get paid, because the money couldn't be released if he didn't sign off on it. So that was the whole situation of why this whole incident started. So Diggs' response was Stefan Diggs categorically denies these allegations, with the attorney stating that they are false and motivated by financial dispute, and he looks forward to proving his innocence in court. The legal status that Diggs faces charges of felony strangulation, suffocation, and misdemeanor assault in history. That strangulation, suffocation is going to hurt him like HELL. It just is. Welcome, everybody. Hit the like button as you come in. We appreciate you being here. I really appreciate y'all. Okay. And then an arraignment is set for January 23rd in Massachusetts, wherever that is. Dedham, Massachusetts. No clue. So basically, like, listen, I think I have. Let's see. I don't know if we're gonna be able to read these, but we're getting ready to try to see it with my eyes. Okay, let me see if we can find out. Ooh. There it is. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna share this, share my screen. Hey Montana, I am going. Thank you for. I'm going to try to share the screen and put this up here and see if I can read it. I'm not sure because it's kind of share my screen. Share. See if we can see this. Montana, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so 11/7/11/14, the Dedham, I don't know how to say that, Massachusetts, but the Dedham Police Department. This meant, oh, wait a minute. Is this the first one or did I post? Let me look and see
This
if I got.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, so we're still on Stephon Diggs.
Listen, you know another player in New England was charged today. A defensive end.
For what?
For hitting a woman.
We get ready to pull him up too. Hold on, let's get this out the way.
So now they definitely that just made the fire hot for Stephon.
It did. And what is why? What is wrong with them? Putting your hands on one, baby, your butt is with your. No, you work out every day. You know, Stephon had no business putting his arms around that woman's neck.
Listen, you got all right now. This is starting to interest me because now this is second player charged this week with the same charges. Now I want to know, is they targeting the Patriots team because they favorite to win the Super Bowl, to go to the Super Bowl and win? So is this a setup?
No, it has.
Because at the end of the day, just because you saw those text messages, doesn't mean those was they came for Stephon.
I guess you have to look at it at every angle, and you're right.
Because this the first winning season they had in years, and now they stumping everybody who they play, and they favorite and they got the first week bye in the playoffs, and they favorite to win to go to the Super Bowl and win. So is this a targeted towards New England now?
So Tasha K interviewed the guy that filed the lawsuit. Tasha K said the guy said Stephon had multiple women in the house, one in each room to service him. That's why the woman was also saying that, like, you got a circus ring going on around here. Tasha said the guy against Tasha K interviewed the guy that filed the lawsuit against him. I might have to buy a subscription. Me too, because she just got it. She got everything. Me too, Harlem. I'll be trying to avoid to do that, but I might have to do that. But so did you hear? Did you see what Harlem wrote? I think this is the right one first. Let me stop sharing so I can find out. But to your point, Montana, like, I don't feel like. So basically what you're telling me is that you would believe the fact that just because they're set to win, go to the Super Bowl or whatever, that they could possibly be, this is a setup. Like, I just feel like, no, if they better not be. Hopefully it is a setup. Hopefully they're not putting their hands on women and they can prove it. But I just don't see that. I don't know how I can believe that.
Because I'm about to show you a prime example of a setup. All right. You seen the recent Iman Shumpert video cam that
Uh,
dropped a day or two before Thanksgiving. That happened like 2 days before Thanksgiving.
Tell me more.
She came to the house while Stefan had a whole nother girl over there, right?
Mhm.
And they got in a verbal argument, and Stefan was trying to get her out the house. So when law enforcement got there, she claimed that Iman Shumpert hit her so he could get arrested. And the police looked at her and said, "Hey, we don't see no bruise marks on you. We don't see nothing on you. So we don't have no evidence that he assaulted you." So Stefan Diggs, not Stefan. I keep got him on whatever. Shumpert kept telling the police, "Hey, this is a setup. This is a setup for a lawsuit." He never put his hands on her, but the girl was claiming that he did. It's on the internet. The whole police body cam. So can this be a setup?
I want to. I'm gonna have to see.
Because you know that you got apps where I could call, like say for instance, I could call you from your husband number and make it look like your husband doing all this and doing all that to you. There's different apps you can do. You can do that to text, like I'm calling from your daughter or something, phone or something.
Uh-oh. So abuse should be overlooked just so they can play in the Super Bowl.
No, I ain't saying abuse could be look. What I'm saying is they could be targeting certain teams to get them to get them deducted out the playoffs. It happens.
I'm gonna just go out on a limb and I'm gonna say I don't think this is that though.
Just like you have these things going on, even doctors do that. Like say for instance, you have certain players that might be out for an injury, and I might be able to return Sunday to play Sunday. The doctor will rule me out for another 2 weeks, so I could miss this game, so we could lose, so we could be deducted. You have doctors that do that.
You might, but I don't think this is that though. I just really don't. I don't think it's a setup. I think that this woman is onto something. I think the only thing that I would have hoped that she would have done is took the pictures of her on her chest that she had redness or whatever on her chest, and she didn't think to take pictures. And she said that she was afraid because of the power that Stefan Diggs has, so she didn't really want to do it. But I think I just don't see. I don't know. I
So
say no at the time.
so you saying that she said that she didn't have the power or the courage to do it, but she did it.
But she went ahead and did it because she know that that's the right thing to do. If a man
Well,
is put their hands on you, then scared or not, you need to go to law enforcement and let them know what's going on.
the first time she should have thought it the same way. Nah,
Okay, I'm
I don't.
saying,
I just don't. I just at the end of the day, I don't put my hands on women. I don't condone putting hands on women. But at the same time, we see
but you
things
know,
like this
fighting
all the
a
time.
hard fight for them, Montana.
At the end of the day, I believe it's just a setup, bro. Like that's these now. If another now I'm like this, if another New England Patriot get charged again before this weekend, it's definitely a setup. Because how
Okay,
you telling me two players on the same team facing the same charges in the same week?
how's that impossible? It's not impossible.
So then the whole team beating up their wife or their girlfriends or
They
whatever.
ain't saying the whole team. They said two people out of 5,900 players that's on the team.
If I was on the New England Patriots squad right now, I'd have been shaking in my drawers right now and wondering if I might be next.
Don't put your hand on women. Hands on women. Let's read it. So on 12/16/25, here's the narrative. And I'm gonna read it as best I can. On 12/16/25, while assigned to the front desk Adams, Mila, Mila, entered the station to report a past incident. Adams appeared emotional and was initially hesitant to give a statement. She asked for a female officer. I checked to the scheduling sheet and saw that we did not have a female officer on until 4 p.m. I let Adams know this and I told her that I'd give her a few minutes to think about things and that I understood if she was uncomfortable speaking to me. Now, why does the officer matter? Woman or male or female? So y'all remember that question. Why does it matter if it's a female or a male? He hit you, tell the police. After a few minutes, she said that she would give the report to me. So she went ahead and did it. Okay. I brought her to the interview room off of the lobby and we began to speak. After taking down her information, I asked her to tell me in her own words what happened. She was hesitant to reveal a suspect initially, but I told her that I could take a statement and we could talk about that later. She went on to say that on 12/2/2025, she was working as a private chef at 7 Schoolmaster Lane in Dedham. She said that on this date, the male that she worked for entered her unlocked bedroom. They had been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to Adams. She said that they began to discuss this, which apparently angered the male. She alleges that the male then smacked her across the face. She said that she tried to push him away. The male then tried to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck. She said that he was behind her with his arm wrapped around her. She said that I lost my place. My phone rung. Okay. She said that she did feel like she had trouble breathing and that she felt she could have blacked out. She said that as she tried to pry his arm away, he tightened his grip. At that point, the male threw her onto the bed. He said something to the effect of, "Thought so." And then she told him that she still hasn't been paid. At that point, the male said lies and walked out of the room. She explained to me that he needs to sign off on payments in order for her to be paid, which is why she confronted him directly. I asked her if she had documented any injuries when this occurred. She said that she had some redness on her upper chest area, but did not take. Let me see who this is. I wonder who this is.
Hey, Harlem. Now listen to that story now. Now you talking about a man that bench press 500 pounds and probably squat 700 pounds, and you smack a lady across the face, and her junk ain't lumped up or swole up. You talking about a man that bench press 500 pounds or more? It ain't about that I'm doing for the sport of football, but we talk about a man. All right, Harlan, you light skin. You're a woman, right? Just imagine a man that's 6 foot something, that's six something foot, right? And he weighed 200 and something pounds, bench pressing 500 pounds and squatting probably about 700 pounds. If he smack you, your eye be shut, swole closed. Your face will be black.
Okay, well, let's finish. Like, I'm ready to finish. You ready? Because I hear you on that. I'm gonna start right there. She said that he was behind his arm wrapped around her neck. She said that she did feel like she had trouble breathing and that she felt like she could have blacked out. She said that as she tried to pry his arm away, he tightened his grip. At that point, the male threw her onto the bed. He said something to the effect of, "Thought so." Okay. And then she told him that she still need to be paid. At that point, the male said lies and walked out of the room. She explained to me that he needs payment. Okay, we said that. I asked if she had documented any injuries when this occurred. She said that she had some redness in her upper chest and area, but did not take photos. At this point in the conversation, Adams revealed that the male's name was Diggs Stefan. Diggs currently plays for the New England Patriot of the NFL. Due to his fame, she was very hesitant to come forward with this. I inquired about the details of her employment so I could understand the relationship. She said that she began as the private chef on or around 7/20/25, and that her employment was supposed to go through the end of NFL football season. She said that she is normally paid by wire transfer and through the end by wire transfer, and the initial agreement was for weekly payment. She said that since she had been working there, she has been getting paid monthly instead. As of now, she said that she still believes she is owed a month's pay. In early November, she was told by Diggs that her employment was not needed for the week of, let me get the other page now. (11/17 to 11/7 to 11/14). Whoops, I might have got it too big. Oh, that's too big. Well, sorry, y'all. Okay. This meant she would also have to vacate her room for a week because he was having house guests. He told her to go home, and she said he did not provide any financial assistance for her flight to wherever she was going. That is where she was going to stay with a friend. She said that since she did not ask to be sent home for the week, she should still be paid her salary. She said that is standard in this type of work arrangement unless the employee asks for the time off. After the alleged assault on 12/2/2025, Adams left her position and left the residence to stay with a friend in wherever. She said that on 12/9/2025, she returned to the house with his assist. Oh, no. She returned to the house to get her property. At that point, she texted with Diggs, who told her to take up the monetary sum with his assistant. She spoke to Melissa from finance, who explained that Diggs has requested a signed non-disclosure agreement from Adams before she could be paid. Adams did not sign any document. I told Adams that we could proceed with an investigation and file charges, but she said that she did not want any charges filed at this time. I told her that as the victim, an officer would be following up regardless. I also let her know that if her mind changed, we could certainly go ahead with further investigation and charges. I also explained the process in her regard to obtaining a restraining order. She said that she did not want to seek one. She said that she just wanted to go home and had no intentions of returning. Adams was also going to email me any screenshots related to the incident at her convenience. I also sent her the DV risk, which is the domestic violence risk assessment form, and strangulation suffocation form via email. These were returned to me and added into the incident. The screenshots were sent to me and added to the incident. These came from a different number than initially provided. When I inquired about the discrepancy, Adams identified this as a number where she had communicated with Diggs in the past. On 12/20/25 at around 9:45 a.m., I spoke to Adams over the phone. We discussed how she would like to proceed. As of this date, she still wanted to hold off on any criminal charges being filed. She asked that I reach out to Diggs and ask him not to contact her anymore. She said that earlier in the week, she received a voicemail and text messages from a female that she believed to be Diggs' girlfriend. Based on these messages, Adams believed that Diggs somehow knew the police was contacted. The messages stated something to the effect of, "You don't need to do all this. It's not that big of a deal." I assured Adams that Diggs had not been contacted yet by any members of the Dedham police. In an attempt to fulfill Adams' request to contact Diggs at 10:10 a.m. on 12/20, I contacted Diggs at the number provided to me by Adams. The call went straight to voicemail. I identified myself and asked for a call back. On 12/22 at around 1:30, I attempted to contact Diggs for a second time. It also went straight to voicemail, and I left a second message. I notified Adams, and she also sent me an email for a woman that handles Diggs' business interests. If I have not received a call back by 12/23, I will reach out to her. In the meantime, I received an email and voicemail from Adams 2:12 p.m. and 2:24 p.m. on December 22nd. The voicemail expressed interest in going ahead with criminal charges. I called her twice at around 9:25 on 123 and 12:23, and the number went to voicemail both times. I left a voicemail after a second call. That's all I have. Those are the things that I have. There was no more to that that we have in our hands. My luxury addiction. Hello, welcome to the chat. A corporate. Um, is that corporate? Welcome back. So yeah, so here we are. We've heard the story so far of what happened. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We missed you being here too. So basically, Montana, what I'm hearing you say is that as big as he is, and excuse me, she's saying that he slapped her, that it should be more like bruises on her face. She should be in a worse state than she is. Is that what I'm hearing you say? They did. I'm like, is that corporate luxury? Wait a minute, did we lose Montana?
I'm here.
Okay,
So,
so
so what I'm saying is, I done see people get slapped to sleep. Quite sure you have too.
yeah,
So if this was to happen, if he slap you with his weight class and you just a little old lady, your face would have been swollen up, your eye would have been swollen shut, a handprint would have been across your face or something imprinted in your face or whatever. And you ain't bothered, and you knew one day if this was if this was happening, you knew one day that you would end up getting law enforcement involved, right? So it's nothing they tell you, I'm gonna take pictures so I can have something to prove my case. I might not want to report it right now. I may be scared to report it right now, but I do have this in my archives, these pictures. And we live in a day where everybody take pictures and record everything and take pictures of everything.
you make a really valid point. Montana.
Now, only thing you got to show is redness on your neck. That could have been a dang on hickey. All right. Now you talking to law enforcement. They asking you, do you want to file charges? You want to press charges? You saying no. You even went back to the man's residence. Being around the man, still contacted the man, saying that you ain't want to press charges or nothing. They not only asked you once, they asked you twice, they asked you three times, they asked you four times. Do you want to do? You said no. Your life wasn't in danger. Then all of a sudden, out the blue, now you want to press charges.
I feel like the reason she was saying no, this is just my speculation only. Nobody has said this to me, right? I feel like there was a relationship going on there. I feel like it was something going on between them more than a chef relationship, and so she didn't really want because she didn't even want a restraining order. So like I feel like that makes me feel like maybe it was something more than just that employee employer relationship. But at the end of the day, like she didn't. I feel like she didn't take the pictures because she wasn't really initially going to press charges. So she didn't think that was necessary for her to do. She just wanted her things from her house and she wanted to get paid, according to the story.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. So if he was paying her, she was gonna deal with the slaps every day. Basically, right?
Well, not necessarily wanting to get slapped around, no.
She'd have walked in the kitchen every morning before she cook her meal for him. Hey, Stefan, go ahead and slap me to get it over with for today. Might as well.
Montana, I don't know. I don't know.
How the girl look?
What do you say about a girlfriend calling and saying, listen, cut it out already. This ain't that big of a deal.
Because it ain't
This makes me think that he had a conversation with his girlfriend about it. And
man, listen, a big of a deal that could have said, hey, it ain't that big a deal. You tripping, we gonna pay you. You tripping about a paycheck? We gonna pay you. It ain't no big of a deal.
She tripping about a paycheck, but then she didn't. Did she have to get slapped and did she have to get choked for a paycheck strangulation?
She have no evidence of a slap. That's hearsay. She ain't getting no money. That's his word against hers. You ain't got no pictures of nothing to prove no bruises. You ain't got no hospital bill to say you went to an emergency room.
I get it.
You ain't even got a dang on a receipt saying you bought pain pills.
You make a valid point.
So what can she prove? It's his word against hers.
Not necessarily he choked her up a dollar. I thought that was a new one. Yeah.
How she look?
She didn't go in there beat up.
Please, God, don't tell me she light skin. Cause if she light
Yeah.
skin, it would
He has
still
to start.
show. It would still show a week later, cause her skin would still be having that black little type stuff in, or turn greenish, bluish. You know what I'm talking about when you see red people get hit.
Yeah. She was light skinned.
Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie.
So maybe,
If he hit her, hell gonna make a Facebook page tonight.
stupid. Oh, Montana. I listen. At this point, though, in reality, he hasn't been that the charges have been filed. He's innocent until proven guilty. The NFL is supporting him,
That's why they
but
supporting him. Nah, that's why they supporting him. Cause why would the NF? Why would the NF? Now you know, because I was speaking hypothetically speaking, I was speaking like they were trying to protect him, but at the same time, why would they support him if he assaulting women? They're gonna quick to let him go because you embarrassing their organization.
I mean they're only right now going on for what he's telling them
But you
that
read that statement.
that,
If you
that
read
he that
if you
he
got that
didn't do.
state, my bad.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But if you got that statement right there, that's a report from the police department. That's the officer report, incident report. If you got that, you know they got that. They been had that. If you got that officer statement, they been had that.
You see that?
And that's why she wanted a female officer have no empathy for sports or football. You got women that love football. You can't dictate what women don't like football. I know plenty of women that love football, that love the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants and all that. Plenty of women. The Green Bay Packers and Pittsburgh. You see it on Facebook every day. I can scroll through my timeline Sunday and they're gonna be talking trash about their teams, females. You
I think
can't dictate, oh, I'm gonna talk to her because I don't think she's a football fan. You don't know that.
that's where I am, Harlem. Like, so here's like I hear you, Montana, about the bruises and the you know, I hear you, but I
Listen,
still am not going to say that this did not happen.
you can
I
fracture, big as he is, he can fracture a bone. Listen, it's mandatory in it when you play any sport, it's mandatory that you must work out. And with his position, every person has a trainer and a nutrition where they can stay on their diets to get the certain weight that they need to play their position for their position. And you got to work out on these diets. So you telling me a man of his caliber, when he slaps somebody with his full intention to slap somebody, he'll break a bone in their face. You know what kind of you know how much weights he do? He's squatting and bench pressing. You know how much cardio he doing every day to have the energy and the strength. You know how big that man hands is?
So just say it, Montana. So it didn't happen.
It didn't happen, man. She trying to get some money.
She was, but if you listen to her, she was not even wanting to do this. She just wanted him to stay away from her and to pay her money.
You can tell she broke.
Probably so. I mean, probably ain't got what he got for sure. She's a chef.
You a chef and you want to work for somebody instead of getting your own restaurant.
Private chefs get paid.
So shoot, you could have had your food truck or something.
How you know she don't?
Cause she working in his house
She
full
could have
time.
closed it down. Somebody could still be running, and she's going to go do the private chef thing.
She broke. She broke. She looking for a paycheck. On her mind, she getting checks all 2026. That's what's on her
So
mind.
let's get into that, Harlem. So then, what are you going to say about this next story then? Because this is the second time he's put his hands. Okay, so let's talk. I want you to listen to this. All right. Let me get it up. Let's see if it's up here. Did I put it over here? Okay, I didn't. So I didn't pull it over there. So I'm going to just read it. All right. It says, this is from his ex-girlfriend. Okay. Stefan Diggs still. This is an ex-girlfriend, Mulan Hernandez. And I'm gonna read the first one. Let's see. Let me read the first one first. Stefan Diggs' ex Mulan Hernandez accuses him of attempting to silence her over alleged assault. 2025. Cardi B's boyfriend, Stefan Diggs, is being sued by his ex, Mulan Hernandez, over an alleged assault, U.S. Weekly can exclusively report. U.S. obtained the counterclaim that Hernandez, 24, filed against Diggs, 31, on April 7 in a Texas court as part of the lawsuit he brought against her for alleged assault. In her filing, Hernandez was starred on Basketball Wives Orlando, denied all allegations of wrongdoings, and claimed Diggs was the one who got physical. Oh, shoot. It went off. Hold on. Okay. And alleged that Diggs was the one that got physical. She also claims he is trying to silence her. She claimed that on June the 7th, 2024, Diggs punched her in the back of her head with a closed fist. Hernandez claims almost immediately after the alleged, what the world is going on? It went off. Let's try this one more time. It keeps blacking out on me. All right. He's an abuser, a guy and a girl private chef. I know a chef that's private chef. She doesn't have restaurant or food truck, or food truck. It's more money in it that way. I think so. Private chefs make money. She claimed that on June the 7th, 2024, Diggs punched her in the back of the head. Close it. I don't want to see the video. All right. With his closed fist. Hernandez claimed almost immediately after the alleged altercation, Diggs mounted an effort to induce Hernandez into signing a non-disclosure agreement so that Diggs is malicious. Oh my gosh, why does it keep doing that? We don't want to see the video. Malicious and egregious act would be kept from the NFL and from public view. Hernandez claimed that Diggs frantically flew out his personal assistant to Houston in June in an attempt to have her sign the non-disclosure agreement, which would have prevented her from speaking out against the alleged incident. She admitted her lawyers reached out to Diggs's lawyer in an attempt to hold him accountable for his actions in November 2024. You got to be kidding. Okay. It keeps going out. I'm gonna pull it up on this laptop. I don't know.
One thing about women, y'all exaggerate things to the fullest, to this ridiculous. You hear me right?
I hear you loud and clear.
Instead of just saying he hit the lady, y'all say attacked. To make it sound worse than what it is.
Same thing.
Y'all make it sound worse than what it is.
No. Okay. So let me finish if it'll pull up here. Yeah.
And the thing about it, if he did, it was just a hit. Y'all say attack like he just beat the dog crap out of her.
Regardless, might as well, because he shouldn't be putting his hands on her.
But y'all women be doing. Woo! Y'all be wanting people to hit y'all. Listen.
What?
I'm listen. You want to play this verse?
Huh?
You want to play this first?
Read this first real quick. Okay. Hernandez, she contacted Diggs' lawyer in an attempt to hold him accountable for his actions in November 2024. She claimed she was diagnosed with a concussion on the very day of the assault. In her suit, Hernandez demanded unspecified damages for her physical pain and mental suffering and for her medical bills. She asked the court to award her at least $250,000, but no more than $1 million. The court shows this case is active. Back in February, Diggs sued his ex and a third party, Brianna Mack, for assault, trespass, intentional infliction of emotional distress, conspiracy, and various other claims. He accused the duo of attempted extortion. In his suit, Diggs explained he was in a casual relationship with Hernandez in early 2024. He said he often allowed Hernandez and her friends to stay in his Houston apartment. He said Hernandez partied the evening of June 6, 2024, the early morning of June 7. He said at around 6 a.m. on June 7th, Hernandez arrived at his apartment, where she proceeded to assault him and destroy his property. Hernandez burst through the bathroom and into the gaming room, visibly intoxicated and upset. Diggs told Hernandez to leave. She refused. Diggs attempted to defuse the situation by attempting to remove himself from Jones's line of fire, but she continued to castigate him, the lawsuit said. The NFL star said his ex slammed this video game console on the ground, grabbed his valuable wristwatch off the counter worth $130,000 and slammed it on the ground, severely damaging it. He claims she then took his cell phone and tossed it in the toilet. Diggs alleged she continued by punching him in the chest multiple times. During the incident, he claimed Hernandez threatened him with a dangerous weapon. He said any contact with her and her friends was done in self-defense. Diggs said he did not strike, kick, or attack her in any manner. He claimed Mack was with Hernandez and witnessed the attack. He said he repeatedly asked the duo to leave, but they refused. He claimed on the night in question, Hernandez made a hospital visit for nausea and vomiting and was given anti-nausea medication. He said Hernandez denied suffering any physical abuse during the visit. Diggs claimed she reported she had fallen on a wet kitchen floor. He claimed she visited another doctor on June 14th, where she falsely claimed she had been punched in the back of the head with the closed fist. In the weeks and the months that followed, Hernandez and Mack both individually and with the assistance of counsel tried to use the newly spun tale to extort millions of dollars from Diggs. Diggs said he refused to comply with their demand. His lawyer said simply, Diggs brings the case because he will not be victimized by the attempts of defendants to extort money from him. It is defendants who are liable to Diggs, not the other way around. Diggs' suit claimed that Hernandez's lawyer claimed she had been living with Diggs and was 5 weeks pregnant at the time he alleged assaulted her. She demanded $1 million in damages. His lawsuit demanded in excess of $250,000, but not more than $1 million from Hernandez and Mack. In a separate filing, Mack denied all allegations of wrongdoing. The case is ongoing. So let me see what we have.
So the doctor proved she was lying.
The other doctor she went and lied to proved she was lying. Okay, it says, why have a restaurant of okay? And as I said, no empathy. So I guess he's saying the female assault to him is okay. Wright says, watching online church, just wanted to pop in. Hey, Wright, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I hope you guys have a blessed one. So there you have it, Montana. This is the second accusation. Now, this one right here, if what he's saying is true, she was drunk, came in there hitting and punch. I could see that happening. But I just don't know. But it ain't okay.
But you see, also you bypassing that she got caught lying.
How?
Now,
did I miss it?
Because she said she got punched in the back of the head with a closed fist, and from a doctor that's an expert at what he does said, no, you did not.
So yeah, in that event. I just have to see more for that because I mean, if she went to a doctor and said that she got hit with a closed fist because she went to the first one, and then she went to a second one. If a professional told her that there's no way possible this could come from a closed fist, then that would prove that she's not being honest.
Right.
That
probably but he claimed that she fell on the floor and hit her head.
Right.
So she thought she was gonna get then you demanding $1 million. Yeah, come on. Be gone.
And now your friend is demanding money.
Be gone. Listen. Doggone.
And then even if not, here's what I'll say about Stefan. Why do you have to have so many women in your house around you at the same time? Why are we doing that? You're setting yourself up for it, even if it's true or not. You set yourself up for it.
I'm gonna send you a meme how I feel about this whole situation.
Okay.
I probably might have to leave. Hold on, I think I can send it to you on here. Hold on.
Oh Lord.
And you can play it on there, whatever.
10:47, 11:47, and on the East Coast, it's about New Year's over there for y'all. We only got a few more minutes, Montana. So send it to me because I want them to be able to be with their family. Hello, y'all. Welcome. Thank y'all for being here. And that's why he has all those babies same age. Exactly. If you got this mansion and you got in every room a whole circus, like it said in the write-up, of women in each room, why? And now you're going to have to be responsible. Yeah, I got it. Responsible for.
And then y'all women.
All the babies, and you put your hands on people. Stop.
That's how I feel about this whole situation.
Be gone. Hold on. Montana. Hold on. Hold on. Let me play this again. Oh, wait. Where'd it go? It went away, Montana. Stupid. Well, listen. Take care. Take care, everyone. Be safe. I'll see you guys next time. See you next time, right? Thank you for being here. Y'all, we didn't get to Tyler Perry. I love having this conversation. But I want to get to Tyler Perry, so we'll definitely be going live tomorrow night.
But y'all women, y'all getting arguments with men, get all in their face, pointing fingers, pointing them, hitting them all in the forehead, all in the nose, all in the cheek with a pointing finger. Then when the man say, "Hey man, stop! Don't get your hands off me! Oh, don't touch me! Don't touch me!" But you standing right here in my face, but you telling me don't touch you.
Yeah, it's true. We gotta control. Women gotta control themselves too. You can't.
And then slap you in your face and say you stupid, and you grab him and hold him to get them off of you. Oh, you want to hit me? Oh, you want to push me? Come on, man. You know how y'all do.
I've seen
all
that.
y'all do that. All y'all do that since y'all took them COVID shots.
Oh yeah, not me. But I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Right. So listen, I'm gonna let them go so they can say happy be with New Year's with their family, because over there where y'all are, it's almost New Year's. Let's go live tomorrow. Let's get on Tyler Perry tomorrow. The text messages. I want to get into the text messages. I want to know why Tyler Perry is even responding via text message, showing text messages. Like, why are we not just holding that for court if this is really happening, right? So let's talk about that tomorrow. And that's no reason to touch the woman. Absolutely. So I'm going to be on the Harlem bandwagon right now because I'm agreeing with everything she's saying when it comes to abuse and a woman and a man hitting a woman. And I don't think men should be hitting women should be hitting men either.
She's an advocate for everybody. She's an advocate for Diddy. She's an advocate for R. Kelly. She's an advocate for the victims of Stefan. She's just an advocate for everybody. She's an advocate for Tamar. She's an advocate for Tamar and Tony Braxton. She's a advocate for Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner and all of them.
You heard with the woman.
Just everybody.
You heard the woman. Right is right, wrong is wrong. That's where I stand.
She even an advocate. She even an advocate for StreamYard. She even an advocate. Huh?
Montana. We get the point. We get your point.
She an advocate for the link we hit today to come on the panel.
Listen, it is 10. Oh, wait a minute. For y'all, it is what? 11:52. Happy New Year. Thank y'all for being on this channel, on this platform, supporting. I do appreciate y'all so much. And I will hope y'all have a blessed night. And tomorrow, welcome the new year in the right way. We'll see y'all tomorrow. The topic is going to be Tyler Perry. We got to get him in. Tyler Perry. We got to get him in. Okay. So I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay.
All right.
All right. Happy New Year.